That's how we're starting this off, with that burp. Just like
I thought we were dropping a bass.
Oh, you want to drop a bass Grifter theme right now? You know what? You know what, motherfuckers? Yeah, motherfuckers! Ah, shit, son. Y'all gotta sit through the whole theme now, too, motherfuckers. There it is. That's how it ends right there, and that's your cue to start talking. All right, guys, here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and take the Dom position here, and I'm going to introduce the podcast. Fucking, this is the Game of Thrones, Grift of Thrones discussion cast. We decided we cannot do a squinch along with the show because it's too much fucking work, and it'd be too much work for you two. You don't want to do it either. Trust me. Just take my word for it, listeners. And so what we're going to do is we're about halfway through the season now. We're going to fucking just talk about the shit that we've seen so far. We're going to talk a little shit, and then I think at the end of the season here, we're going to come back through with Sters' girlfriend here. She's a lore master, and we'll bring the lore master in, and we'll officially talk about all the the book shit or whatever the fuck that we got messed up today. We'll correct. We'll go back through this podcast today, and we'll correct all the bullshit that we said. But yeah, man, all right. So let's start. I'll start with the first episode, and we'll just work our way through, and then we'll do like an overarching discussion. What do you guys think?
Go for it.
I'm down.
All right. So we can all agree that first episode was like specifically created to try to gain a new viewership or something of like younger people or some people who don't watch the show normally. Do you agree?
Yep.
Go ahead.
I don't know if I necessarily. It seems like at this point, I don't necessarily think it was that. I think a lot of it was just more of like trying to like get it, because it seems like how they're doing it now is they're setting it like every episode so far we've had at least one major battle, and it seems like episode one's definitely so far has been the only exception. So it seems like they just kind of like set up a lot of the shit that they needed to in that first episode so that they could be having like continuing this shit along like they are.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've had that complaint about the first episode in the past, of it just being like kind of lame. But
yeah.
It was honestly, dude, it was the Ed Sheeran scene that really fucking set me off. That really put me a bad taste in my mouth, and I was just like, really, guys? Like, of all the time, like I get that this was a cheaper thing to do for 10 minutes in the show, but I would have taken 10 minutes of fucking anything else, dude. You know what I mean?
What if Arya would have killed Ed Sheeran, which is what and then everyone would have been happy.
It didn't make sense that she was just like, I'm going to hang out with these Lannister boys here. And it was a bunch of young, strapping men, except for that one obviously retarded-looking kid that they threw in there for balance, I guess. I don't know why they threw that one dude in there, but he was hilarious looking.
Well, they threw him in there because she's the one that humanized him. He humanized him, and that's why she didn't kill him.
I gotta say this. Well, they were all, with the exception, even Ed Sheeran's kind of an odd-looking motherfucker. They all were some results of inbreed.
Oh yeah, it just didn't look like. It was just like, what the hell's going on here with this group of dudes? And why aren't they trying to rape this girl? Is all I could think. It's like in this medieval scenario right now. I just feel like a bunch of young dudes, like a group of those guys. Some young girl just walks up on a horse, and they're just like, "Oh, here, do you want a piece of our meat? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude! Piece of meat? I'll give you a piece of meat, all right.
Not the dinner.
Not the dinner. The dick."
Yeah, but I thought what Christian was talking about more with like the pandering was with up at every leader we're seeing is a female, and if there is a male lead, then the female's got something to say about it. Like at Winterfell, you got the bear girl. Like, I don't need your permission. It's just like that just feels so unreal. They're
drawing that kid out too much. They're really trying to make it too much. They last season it was all right. They had the one scene where she was a hard ass. I was like, that's cool. But now they're like, oh, but she a hard ass every fucking time now. She's gonna stand up to the old northern man. After a while, you think like, all right, you little cunt, shut the fuck up for a minute. I fought in goddamn 5 battles now. I think you can shut your fucking mouth. All right, like these guys have been like tried and true, fucking duking it out in these fucking crazy battles and shit for years. Old men that have survived, and now they gotta take shit from this little girl fucking yelling at them. I don't know.
That's just that's just one of those things that comes with the territory whenever you deal with like noble blood or royalty or anything like that, though, because like whenever they're talking to her, in their eyes, they're not just talking to like that little girl. They're talking to like her ancestral bloodline. Yeah. Also, is what I feel like.
Like the Robin Aaron thing, where that little kid's a little fucking prick and everybody hates him, but they're like, oh, god damn it.
And I would have a problem with it a lot more if it wasn't for the fact that it's actually historically accurate. Like Joan of Arc, she was 14 when she fucking led that revolution.
And she heard voices in her head.
Yeah, and she was fucking crazy. Yeah.
She's a schizophrenic 14-year-old. They let lead a goddamn war one time, and you guys are wondering why Trump's happening right now? I mean, it's obvious. This is how it works. All right, so yeah, episode 1 was kind of uneventful. I can't think of anything really super significant that happened in that episode. Could you?
Yeah, they wasted a lot of camera time of Danny walking onto Dragonstone. It was so drawn out, and like no one's saying anything yet. Like no one's got anything.
That was drawn out.
That's like a 20-year buildup, though, of her return.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I just didn't care now, though, for some reason. I was just like, I don't know why it didn't.
I didn't care.
It didn't like it was dope looking and shit, but they could have sped it up a little bit. That's all I feel like. Like it was dope. Like Dragonstone looks dope as fuck. Wherever that is.
All of a sudden, it's got remodeled since Stannis left. Someone remodeled it.
That's true. It did get remodeled.
It's got some serious steps now, and like a cool gate. Like what happened?
They never showed that shit when Stannis was there, man. But yeah, you are like, well, goddamn. They just add all this shit. All right, so wait. All right, so we go into the second episode then. Oh wait, my last gripe from the first one, because I'm full of gripes here. Fuck, dude. It's slipping my mind now. God damn, it was something else that was kind of just like, what's up?
Was it the Queen's lips? Like what a bad lip job that she got?
I was thinking ever since you said that, I can't stop thinking about it.
It's so bad, dude.
She has really big lips. You're right, and I think it's different. I think the lips are definitely.
No, it's a lip job, dude.
They've taken a turn, and I don't understand how they would let you do that.
It looks so bad. Like she's like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, guys. I promise. Like
she's like a really good actress too. She's great in the show, and it's just like, oh god damn it, I gotta deal with this. Like you're supposed to be able to, I don't know, show a lot of emotion when you have lip work done and shit. You can't really like do the full fucking range of faces, can you?
I guess that it was a medieval lip job, and that's just supposed to make it more believable.
Hey man, Qyburn's trying his best, all right? He's fucking shoving shit in there.
It's like whenever you look at those like the first facial reconstruction surgeries from like World War I.
Really? I have never looked at those.
Oh,
what is that
horrifying. Like? They're straight up like they look like. Essentially, they look like someone literally just ripped someone else's face off and just like put it on. And, like,
oh no, like Mike Myers style.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, dude. Dude, we had a hilarious thing today we thought about. This is a side subject, but the greatest underdog story of all time was when Busta Rhymes beat up Mike Myers in that one Halloween movie. Because he's like the black guy. He should have died way earlier in the movie, but somehow he still survived a fisticuffs with fucking Mike Myers, dude. It's one of the most epic situations of all time. Anyway, all right. So I'm still forgetting what it was that initially fucking weirded me out about that episode, but we're gonna move into the second episode here, which was pretty goddamn dope.
Real quick though, I think I might know what you had a gripe about. Was it Arya in the phrase?
Arya in the phrase, yeah, that was hilarious. Actually, the thing I was gonna make fun of, it wasn't a gripe, it was a make fun of when Bran. Anybody asks Bran anything now, it's always a hilarious answer, right? But like the first one that you get is like, dude's like, how do I know you're really Bran Stark? And he's just like, I've seen the dead beyond the wall. You've seen the walking zombies and shit. And the guy's just like, all right, fucking come inside. God damn, kid. Like, what the fuck, dude? Chill out with the fucking zombies. I was just asking how I can find out who you were. But okay, whatever. I guess all this other shit matters more. Then come on in, fuck it. But yeah, the Arya thing was Scooby-Doo as fuck. And we that joke's been going on so long, we've almost retired it at this point. But yeah, dude, she like just pulls off the mask and it's like, oh, I'm not an old fucking crotchety man now. I'm actually this young fucking girl with a completely different voice and height and everything else. I don't understand how that worked.
Yeah, I legitimately think that whole problem could be fixed if instead of just like pulling off their face, like some crazy magic aura shit came over her hands, and she just, washed it over her face.
She washed it over her face. I got it so good. All these years, I've never recorded one. Finally, I've got it on record. God damn it, that's a real thought. Damn you.
Fuck you, dude.
All right, sorry guys.
All right, Stormborn. All
right, Stormborn. We're back.
Stormborn.
Yeah, the Arya thing was crazy. Like, come on, guys, give us a break. Can you treat us like adults here and not fucking pull the mask off like Scooby-Doo? Stormborn. Okay, going into Stormborn. Fucking Euron, dude. Great bad guy, right?
Well, I hate the way he comes down, but he's pretty good.
The way he comes down is corny as fuck for a second.
So
but then,
corny.
like, yeah. But like after that, when he's just tearing people up, he's a good actor.
What do you
as
mean
far as
comes
being
down?
Good. The way he was on that bridge thing, and he was like,
No, fuck both of you.
And
That
then
was
there's
awesome.
and then there's
Really?
a person below
Yeah.
it. Come on.
Yeah. The person that got crushed. That was.
Yeah.
He got perfectly crushed.
Dude,
You gotta duke it out.
fuck off. That was badass as fuck, dude. Like, I mean, you gotta step outside of the box and like you realize, like, I don't know, you're boarding a ship. Imagine it. You're on a ship. You're ambushed. They came out of fucking nowhere because the dude can teleport through storms, and then you see him ride down from the little fucking bridge thing, riding on top of it. He lands on your ship and then starts hacking motherfuckers down.
Well, someone would have
be
arrowed
intimidated.
him. No, someone would have arrowed him immediately. They would have been like, all right, this guy's crazy. And then pop, arrows. Just, dude, you're dead. That's it.
No, probably not. Clearly they didn't, because they just had a ship wreck into their ship
That's
while
true.
everyone was sleeping.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone was caught off guard by it because the dude can teleport through thunderstorms.
yeah, that is the thing that they do. Like, they don't really mention it in the show, but in the books, I mean, he's like a fucking full-on god, can just disappear in fucking storms and reappear and shit like an asshole.
Like an asshole.
But I do think that the drop down was just a little too much. Like, I get like all running across would be dope, but the fact that he came down, I don't know, man. It just seemed like it was like it was an unlikely thing to happen. However, once they were going, dude, like that fucking battle was happening and shit, and once he had fucking the sister there and Theon was staring in his eyes, dude, I was like, this dude is a fucking good bad guy, dude. Like, he rocked the psychosis of it or whatever, or like the sheer relishing in their torment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he was fucking loving it. Yeah, like, I really like that dude. He's good. He's a fun bad guy to have around because he's not like fucking little Joffrey where he's just a cunt and he's gonna do some fucking douchey cunty shit and it's not gonna be funny. At least this guy's funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least he could talk shit, and he's a legit badass. Like, fucking Joffrey was just an asshole, and he wasn't even a badass, too. You know what I mean? That was the other fucking part that really, I hated him so much.
Right, everyone did.
Yeah, dude, he was probably... What's up?
Grey Worm and Missandei. Missandei.
Yeah, dude. So
That's
we all
what I
wanted
wanna
to...
talk about.
All right, we know. Yeah, we'll get to it. Let's go and get down to the... We all wanted to see...
I wanted to
We
see
all
the
wanted to
set.
see what he had, what his downstairs mix-up was looking like.
What was the mix-up? I
was the
never read
mix-up?
the books. I never read the books. I never
And the other
read
thing,
the books.
the
What's
other
it
thing that
about?
I was kind of questioning, I was like, how did he know to go down and start eating pussy like that?
I think it's natural.
Yeah,
How
I mean,
many-
it is. Dude, Jon Snow said himself, dude. It was natural, just instinct.
You just go down and you just start eating
You
pussy?
don't know nothing, Jon Snow.
He's like, I don't know what else I'm gonna do, so I might as well start trying this.
Plus, I mean, you gotta think he's at least fantasized about it thousands of times.
It just seemed like he knew the deal. It seemed like he was like they just like all of a sudden they were fucking, and then like they both really knew how to fuck all of a sudden, and it was like, you guys, it'd be awkward as shit if y'all were fucking for the first time.
It's just clear there were scissorings, though, right? Not like it's not real fucking.
He was just trying to rub whatever was left of his frenulum on her clit.
Dude, Tyrion's good at like crafting up shit. You know, he made that saddle for Bran. Maybe he can get him like a strap on.
Dude, yeah, exactly. And isn't the male G spot in the butthole?
There you go.
In the booty? You think he can still come from this
Dude,
male
they
G
can get,
spot
like,
in the butthole?
They can get a double-sided dildo.
They can get it going together.
That's brutal, dude.
Ass to ass.
Uh,
Well, I
Alright,
didn't
what
see the
else
slit.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, and like it went on way too long. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, the whole scene of them banging. It was like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like if you're not gonna show the slit, let's just move on.
That's all anybody wanted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, the tits and the ass were okay.
All right, real.
We've never
hang
seen
on.
the Sandy naked.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah, we got to
me
see
and Sam
that,
were laughing. Me and Sam were laughing.
Yeah.
Like, that's like an alien person. Like, what the fuck? Dude? That's a
Yeah.
perfect human being.
So then the guy showed the ballista, Randall, or something like that.
That guy's hilarious.
Cersei.
Randall, this is my right hand, Randall. He also goes by Randy Randleman.
Randy Randleman. Yeah, dude. Wait, so we met. We didn't get. You guys are jumping right into the 4th episode, I think. I think you're skipping.
What?
The
No, that was
the
no.
Stormborn.
That's all still second episode because I was about to do. How about that amazing fucking camera pan from the dude eating the soup to Sam? Sam
yeah.
cutting open him to eat
to the
soup.
pie, that pie thing,
Yeah.
whatever it was. Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. It's one of those things where you're like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
dude.
I
Like,
busted out laughing when
That
I
was
was
a
what
little
kind of
long.
asshole?
It was a little long for the poop stuff.
The poop shit? Dude, I was like, all right, man, we get it. It sucks. Like, Jesus Christ, dude, I'm tired of looking at this shit. And then you start thinking, you're like, dude, like, that looks way too similar. Like, you would just think that these guys are the most intelligent people on the land. You don't have running water. You don't have the running fucking faucet for him to clean the shit bowls out with, but you can't figure out how to just flush some of these, like, turds I don't know, man. It just seemed like a really ineffective way to be taking out all the shit and piss. And the bowl was, like, lipped, so he had to scrape the inside of the bowl and shit. You're like, there's no easier way for this, dude. You guys are just sitting
That's
around
a good
thinking all
call.
day. Come up
Dude,
with
it's
something new.
It's tradition. It's a part of the
It's-
Maester
yeah.
hazing
It's
part.
gotta be shitty.
That's definitely what I mean, that has to be what it is, right? Is this part of the hazing? But, like, god damn, man. It's not that cool to be a fucking maester. That's what I'd be saying. You guys aren't that fucking great. Like, dude, I wouldn't do this shit to become fucking, like, become Azor Ahai or whatever. The prince was promised I wouldn't do all this. Fuck this shit. All right, so we're going to the 3rd episode. Since I just want to, I'm trying to bang this out kind of decently quick here for Sters. I know you got shit you got to do.
3rd episode.
All right, third. What happened? Third, Jaime takes the castle, the keep. Fucking whatchamacallit. And Olenna gets murked. With the
Yeah,
poison.
all right,
I
that's
thought
like at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that is end of the episode.
Let's try at the start, at the beginning.
all
Fuck,
right.
I'm trying to even remember how it opened.
I think there was some hound,
John arrives at Dragonstone.
or was that in the second one? Whoa! We need to go back to the second one, I think, because the second one had
yeah.
hound in it, and hound was.
Yeah. he
That was
looked
the
at the
first one.
fire.
That was
Yeah.
the first one.
Was that the first one?
That
Yeah.
wasn't the first one.
I think it was
was
the
It
second
is.
one, brother. This is the
Guys,
second
I'm
one.
reading the Wikipedia right now.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Well, we're taking his word for it then. He's on the Wikipedia. I'm not
But
fucking challenging that.
But the first episode just sucked. I don't.
Don't
even
challenge
remember
the
hound
wiki,
being
bro.
in it.
Don't
Yeah.
challenge the wiki, dude.
But yeah,
But yeah, dude,
Fuck,
he
I
was
still wanna
amazing.
talk
I
about
fucking
that.
love
Yeah.
that guy, dude. I fucking love
Yeah.
that guy, right?
Yeah, what is he doing?
He's with the fire
Brothers
the guy
Without Banners.
Dondarrion.
Yeah.
The guy who kept getting brought back to life. I think Clegane actually cut him in half one time.
No,
fucking-
Gregor cut him in half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clegane.
Remember?
That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
same guy.
I was thinking the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're both Cleganes. But yeah,
yeah.
His name
Yeah,
is
they are.
Sandor?
yeah, Sandor
Yeah,
Clegane.
He's the fucking hound. Who calls him Sandor?
I guess his parents did at one point. But somebody did, motherfucker. But yeah, dude, like, god damn it, man. He's just got to be. If he's not everybody's favorite character, I just don't understand, dude. We get to watch that full circle shit come around where he fucking had to come and deal with that family he fucked over in his past, and him trying to
Yeah.
bury his shit and like fucking doing the right thing and stuff. I felt for him so much during that.
That's
That
not how I
guy's so
took it,
good.
dude.
Really?
I
How'd
took
you
it
think?
that he was right, that they were just gonna die come winter, and that he should take their gold.
Yeah, but
At the time he was, but when he got back there, dude, it just There's no way he didn't feel guilt at the way that they
I'm
had
not
to
saying
die.
he didn't feel guilt.
Yeah,
but
it
I was
doesn't.
like, you were right.
No, but he wasn't, dude. It doesn't give him the right to take their shit.
It was he
No,
was
I
he
still
was
think he was
definitely
right.
regretting it.
Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't regret it. I'm just saying that he was right, and it sucked that he had to deal with it. But
yeah, but was he really right? Because
if you have to deal with it, you're not right.
I forget. Did he actually take the gold from him?
Yeah, took their gold.
Yeah, well then there you go. That's the whole reason.
A dude had to fucking
probably
kill his daughter. So she wouldn't starve to death because of it. I mean, either way, it's not in a moral scape. I don't think it's right. I think if you look at the overarching big picture and you separate yourself from any type of humanity whatsoever, then you could say, yeah, they were all going to die anyways, but everybody's going to die anyways.
Well, it could be argued that if he had that fucking gold that he stole, that that he would have been able to make it. He could have afforded to go to,
but
I forget where they are, like geographically, but some nearby town.
Yeah, like he had to do that. Yeah. It just fucking sucks. He just understood that he had to hurt them for him to survive at that point. It doesn't make it any less shitty. But it is like, I mean, like I get what you're saying. So I'm not saying you're a shitty person or anything. You're just looking at it from a purely rational point of view, which is what the Hound's character is based around, is his rationality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what we love about him, is that he's so just like fucking blunt and like, I'm not about all this bullshit everybody else is talking about. Fuck you, you're a cunt. Give me some chicken. I'm eating. I'm fucking. I'm cut somebody in half if I have to.
Chicken.
Yeah, and he says the best lines and shit. Like he had the best. How did I get stuck with a bunch of fucking fire worshippers, dude? You're like, that is hilarious. That must suck to be the Hound. You get all burned up, and now these motherfuckers over here love fire and shit. You gotta deal with them. Yeah, and he said that one thing of like, do you believe that like the gods are just or something like that? And he was like, if they were, then you wouldn't still be here or something like that. And I was just like, oh shit, dude. Like, goddamn, he's laying down them lines, dude. Dude who acts him out is fucking great at playing like a maimed human. However he's doing it, he's doing an amazing job. All right,
have you seen Hot Fuzz?
Yes, he's in there. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's that dude who goes yarb, the retarded grocery security guard dude.
He's in the grocery store. Yeah.
Yeah, he can only say yarp.
Yeah, right when they have that cutlery fight, right?
No, he's the dude that tries to kill him when he goes back to his hotel room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch it.
He just keeps going yarp.
Yard?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a way better roll this time. What a jump up. Man, you got to think. I'm wondering for those people like, dude, you guys are like set for life. Anybody who acted in that show, set for life. Like that Hodor guy, he's like a DJ now. He's just set for life. He's going to have an awesome life, and all he had to do was play like a retarded guy in a show. He's fucking awesome. You know how easy it is to play a fucking retarded guy? Do you think it's hard or easy to play a retarded guy that just says Hodor? It's got to be more difficult.
I mean, I think it would be easy. I think your main thing is landing the body type. Like, because you can't just act like a retard. You got to look like a retard. And that's not always something that can be acted out.
What's it look like? What's it look like?
That's a great point. You gotta, bro. I don't know if you thought this all the way through. You cannot just look or sound retarded. You can't sound retarded. You gotta look full on retarded. Dude, that's hard.
Yeah. And then you kind of got it. Like, imagine like the self-esteem issues some like character actor roles have. Like, all right, we need someone really ugly, really dumb. This role.
Hell yeah. Holy shit. Okay. So we're going into.
What is Melisandre doing in Volantis? That's what I want to know.
What's Volantis? That's where she came from, right?
Yeah, that's where she was born or something like that?
No, she was born in Ashara.
No, Era. Like Esso, wasn't it? Or
Essos, is that, somewhere in Essos. Essos is the other continent.
She was a slave girl. I know that much.
Yeah. She's from somewhere, but I think she's just like, I thought she was going to kill herself for a minute.
No, she said she's coming back to Westeros to die.
Yeah, what does that mean? I don't know.
Oh, wait, the Red Priest. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. She's going to show her boobs one more time in that show.
It's a staple.
It's a staple of the show, guys.
They're characters, dude.
That's so funny. They're their own characters. Who else has tits or characters? I don't think anybody else has tits or characters. I think hers have popped up more consecutive times.
Danny's tits are characters, dude. After she came out of the fire thing, it's like Misa, and she's just got her chest all puffed up.
She wasn't sexualized to me right there. It was like watching Westworld, where like you like see like what's her name, like the lead girl naked, and you're just like whatever.
Right, it wasn't sexual.
Like, yeah, it wasn't.
Her tits were characters.
Nothing sexual though, guys.
Her tits were nothing sexual. But like that scene when she was in the bathtub was like that was sexual.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was like okay, that was a totally different thing. But yeah, when they had her come out of the fire, it just felt like they did it right. That's what you got to do. Like Westworld did it fucking right, apparently, because I just was like, oh, they're just specimens, dude. Like I literally separated them from human beings in my mind, dude. It's fucking kind of creepy how that works.
Would you still fuck one?
What do you mean, dude? Of course. I'd take a fuck duck. I'm fucking a fuck duck right now, brother. That's a big step up.
My next question.
I'm using an inflatable duck. Okay, what happened at the beginning of episode 3, dude?
Oh yeah. All right, John arrives at fucking Dragonstone.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Danny
Dude,
throws all those titles.
You got your motherfucking
Davos.
speech. You got your motherfucking Davos speech. You got it,
dude.
He delivered too. It was good.
Yeah, it was all those titles. And this is Jon Snow.
This is Jon Snow.
He's king in the north.
No. There was another one that he gave, dude.
He fucked up, and then he said another name, and then later on he tried to unsquinch it.
It was a later on speech. It wasn't at the same time.
Let me set the fucking record straight.
Yeah. He really laid it fucking down. He really laid down how it worked for fucking plain and simple. It was great. Yeah, they didn't. I'm just kind of sad that they didn't have the. What's up, Wubbies? By the way, fucking just realized you were chilling.
What up, Whoops?
Smoked some 420 popped in here. Said hit the bong. I guess I missed it, but I did hit the bong, so I feel all right. I don't know if you guys remember from the last season. Davos had that one scene where he walks into the room and his fucking belt, like you know when you have a belt on and you don't tuck the rest of it into the loops, and then the belt. Yeah, you remember it, Justin, because you were with me, and I made such a huge deal about it. I made everybody pause it and rewind it because he just had it out, and it just looked like he had a huge black dick walking up in the scene that was like fucking erect as shit. It's like an erect black dick walking up with it that was super long. You're just like, whoa, costume error, dude. Like, how do you guys not notice how distracting that was? It was just hilarious to me because I've always used my belt to like make a dick shadow.
Jacket. I don't remember who it was.
Oh, you're talking about when I don't know about the Patagonia jacket. Maybe that's not this, but are you talking about how ridiculous Euron
was it Sam? Or was it Euron?
Euron looked like he was a fucking. He looked like he was a hipster today. He looked like a dude modern day would dress. You're like, what the fuck is this guy? A lead singer in a band or something? What is this?
Yeah.
He was looking ridiculous for a while there. He didn't give any fucks. All right, so Jon Snow shows up. Pretty much, you're just like, God damn it, this dude is way better than Daenerys at this point. I don't know if you guys thought that, but I was like, man, this is just a regular ass, chill ass dude trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And she's like an arrogant fucking queen, like fucking noble acting motherfucker right now, dude. It's like if she would just act normal, I feel like she would be cool. But she's trying to put this fucking queen-like thing on. It's just like, it's fake.
I feel like what she was still doing though is you gotta think like whenever she was in Essos and that part of the world, like she was in Jon Snow, he's coming as king in the north. So like every other like political figure she's like dealt with, she's had to be on that grandiose settings, because over in Essos, every time you meet a political figure, they're throwing out all their titles, they're acting like high and mighty shit. So she's honestly, how I took that was she was using her political knowledge and applying it here.
You just got to sling dick, like you got to go up there and lay that dick down and let him know the deal up front with all the titles and shit.
Yeah, but Jon's a Northman, and he doesn't give a fuck about any of that. So
I think it's more like Jon Snow just killed like 100-something fucking people recently.
Yeah,
like in a row. Like what are you talking? Nobody's killed more people than him in that show. He was insanely slaying that battle.
Yeah,
and, dude, retarded.
I better get more than one episode this season of Jon Snow being motherfucking Jon Snow. Because
kicking ass, you mean?
Yeah.
Or being Targaryen.
Especially like seeing with the Dothraki being like, oh, the people here can't fucking fight. I would like to see Jon just like fight like 7 of them at one fucking time. Some crazy shit like that.
Dude, those Dothraki could not do shit in the north.
No, not in the north. No,
fuck you, like they wouldn't, like those horses would be like, what, dude? Can't charge.
We're turning the fuck around.
We can't
What
charge
is
in
this
snow,
white
dog.
shit?
Yeah,
Dude,
what
where
the
were
fuck?
all those horses in like on that island? Where the fuck are all those horses eating food? All those people, like, what
They
is
really
going
did not
on?
acknowledge that. You're right. I don't know what. No, I think that they just shipped them in, didn't they?
Yeah,
They
they
just
were on ship.
Oh, no, dude,
UPS
they were.
shit, dude.
I thought they were in
Alibaba, they
Esso.
just hop on the internet and just like order some dothraki from Alibaba. They come over on the ships from
Fucking
Asia.
Amazon that shit. They got
I
Prime.
mean, they talked about how they were all
Dude,
on the ships. And
That's
shit.
how Euron got all his ships. He had Amazon Prime. That's how he got them so fast. He's a Prime membership. Y'all didn't know. That's what you need in Game of Thrones. You should have got Prime. Could have had a whole fleet. That's all I'm saying. I whipped that
Dude,
shit up. We don't
Prime
even got
gets you
trees.
1,000 ships on an island with no trees.
That's goddamn right, dude. It's Prime, bitch. I'm Prime. Holy fuck, dude.
So then the Queen of Thorns fucking admits that she was the one that did it to Jamie's face, and Jamie managed to not stab her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. He knew the deal. He knew why that fucking shit happened anyways. Because Jamie's not dumb. He's not fucking completely psychopath like his sister is. He knows, like, he knew his son was a piece of shit probably too. And he fucking, I just feel like, I don't know. I really like
It's a good
Jamie too
point.
after that episode, dude.
It's a good point.
Jamie's a legit decent person. He's just fucking loves his sister, and that's fucked up. But you know what I mean? Like, for real, like in a creepy way and a sisterly way. But like, he's so invested in her, in that relationship with her, that even though he is at heart, deep down, like when it comes to making those core decisions, a good person. Like somebody pointed out on the Reddit that when that dude came up and was like, "Yo, should we whip these motherfuckers to get them to go? They're walking too slow." And he's like, "No, man, just let them
Yeah,
walk. They did a good job in the battle, man. Like, you don't gotta fucking whip the goddamn guys. They just won a fucking battle for us. You know what I mean? Like, they did enough." And it was just like, yeah, like shit like that. You're like, oh, this guy's not just like, he's not non-empathetic. And the whole scenes with Brienne back in the day, he seemed like, you know, you like him for a reason. But
Well, I was ready for him to
Streets
die. I'm
I
mad
thought he
that
was
they
gonna
didn't
die,
kill
too.
him. I'm mad
Yeah,
they
me
didn't
too.
kill him.
Staying in episode 3, when fucking that Cersei
Yeah, good
scene
job.
when she
Good
gets
job.
the Sand Queen, and she
Oh,
like has,
bro.
dude. All right, real quick, as brutal as that fucking was, being forced to watch your daughter slowly die, like I'm surprised. Like after she just gave that speech, she just wasn't like, oh. And the mountain's gonna come in here and rape you like every day.
I think, like, yeah. I definitely like was waiting for that, but it was also like, I think the guys in the show were just like, all right, enough with we'll lighten up on the fucking rape for a little bit. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. The mountain's already raped the last chick. They implied that, right? So.
Yeah, no, they didn't imply it. They showed that being raped by zombie mountains. You heard the screams.
You knew it happened. Yeah, so it's like I think they were like, all right, we did that. We did raped by a zombie. Well, raped by a zombie, we did it last season. Damn it. Come on, what do we got now? But yeah, that was a very cool poetic justice kind of way. I was like, God damn, this is a good it's a good death right here, man. Holy shit. And yeah, it was all, dude. They're fucking with us so good now, man. Like, you're like, oh my god, I feel like I'm rooting for Cersei at certain points. I feel like I'm rooting for fucking Jamie. I really do. Like finish up third episode. Sorry, before we get into that fourth episode, it was so harrowing. It's like all I want to talk about.
So the Unsullied lost their ships. They
Oh,
got
dude,
Castle
that
Rock,
was a
but
dope
didn't
ass.
matter.
Dude, these battle scenes that they're doing are so they
really
give me
are.
such a boner, dude, because a lot of it is like literally shit that is legitimate as fuck, and like the way the strategy that they're having to use and shit, the way they took that castle, and the way that they fucking took the people out of that fucking castle, like the Lannister move was fucking sick, dude. And then the blockade, and you're just like, oh shit, that's what it's like. Like if you're playing any of these fucking, I'm associated with these games now, like these overarching fucking army battle games where you actually control the different units of infantry and shit, and you like organize the battle as the general from above. And yeah, dude, like you just like, holy fuck, this is. It literally can happen sometimes where somebody just comes up and you don't expect some shit to happen, dude. You're just like, oh my god, I'm fucking totally squenched, dude. Like, that's some shit happen in real life, man. Like, you just fucking, those guys are stranded on a fucking cat. Like, they just got a castle, dude. They showed guys getting their heads smashed with the fucking rocks going up the ladder. That really put that in perspective for me. Like, you got to go up the ladder, dude.
Yeah.
You know, that, you
gotta
guaranteed.
Know, like, if you're the first dude up the ladder, you know you're fucked.
Oh, without a doubt. That's what I'm saying. Like, the first 15 guys up are fucked. And then when you get up there, me and Mike were laughing. It's like, what do you do now? Like, all right, I'm up here. Like, now there's like 20 other guys up here, and it's just me. You're gonna get cut down immediately. Like, you have to just funnel dead bodies up until enough people are dead that you can kind of like push them into the guys and then get a footing. Like, it's insane how fucking real that shit was back then, dude. And they really do a good job of putting it in perspective. Like, as far as, from Battle of the Bastards, that was great. It's the big, the sheer amount of people on a battlefield of thousands of dead men that people are fighting on top of dead men at that point. Like, that was crazy. But the way that they did that whole castle scene and, like, had Tyrion talking while it was happening.
Yeah. It was like a heist.
It was like a heist. That's exactly what it felt like. It was like, oh, shit, they did this shit like it was a heist. It was like a completely different style of scene for a battle. That I was like, oh, fuck, I really enjoyed that, man. That was awesome.
One thing I don't quite understand, though, like, they talk about, like, how they took all the food and shit from Casterly Rock and whatnot. At the end of the day, though, like, there's still, like, farms. And, like, there have to be farms and shit near Casterly Rock. There has to be peasants with food. So, like, the Unsullied can just go out there, raid, come back. Okay, we got enough food to survive for a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go back and raid some more.
I don't know if it's just that castle, though, on its own island. They didn't really show, but I think at the pictures that I've seen people drawing of, it looks like it's literally a rock in the ocean that you can only get to by boat.
It looks like it's on like a cliff side, like it's like right next to the ocean kind of deal. But like it wouldn't it wouldn't make sense if like there wasn't people nearby. Like it was like Casterly, like typing up a storm.
No.
Typing up a storm over here. No one's typing, dude. Jack and Hagar. It's a joke I used last time. I'm just calling it back. Jack and Hagar's typing shit. So yeah, that was yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if they could just. It seems like there had to be some fucking food. What were those guys eating? What were the people that were fucking there?
Yeah.
Eating?
So did you just tell all of them like, oh hey, yeah, you guys are here to die?
Yeah, but I guess back then it wasn't like in terms of like, hey, we're bringing a bus, we'll be there tomorrow. It's like we're gonna fucking sail ships there. We'll be there in like a month. So I guess after like a couple of weeks, so you gotta figure something out because then you don't have because they blockaded the port, which is how they got all their food. I think that's what they were saying. So because Euron was there, fucking dicking their fleet, which this is hilarious that he just popped up there and was like, fuck you guys. And it's like, oh goddamn it, Euron again, dude. What's gonna happen with this guy, man? Who's gonna get him? Theon? You think Theon's got to kill him, right?
Maybe. What about is he gonna double cross Cersei though?
Why not?
I don't think so.
Do you think he?
I think he wants to bang Cersei too much. Like I think to him, being able to bang Cersei is too much of a boon because like he's not in it for like a family legacy or anything like that. He's simply in it because he likes the fame, power, money, and bitches. And like Cersei's been like long established as like the Seven Kingdoms head bitch.
She's the lead bitch.
So if he's dicking the head bitch, that's giving him a physical and mental boner.
That's true, dude. He is a weird guy. That's what I'm saying. He's only in it for like fucking pleasure, sadistic pleasure.
Everything. Like he's one of those people where it's like everything is about sex except for sex. That's about power.
That's about power. That's fucking interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to see how they go with him, dude. Because right now it's just like he's just wiling out. He seems like he's invulnerable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder how they will check his power at some point. I guess dragons.
Yeah, that's a pretty good check.
You think about it. All right. All right. So then it moved into. It was the Olenna thing. Yeah, that was pretty dope. How she did all that. I guess, and she also like made it. G. Yeah, she also made it sure. I thought that the poison was gonna be bad. What did you guys think?
No, I thought it was fine.
You think he legitimately, like the way that they were doing everything poetically, and the way she said it, like, oh, it's gonna make my eyes rot out, and like said all that shit. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
If it was Cersei, I would have expected the poison to be like that. But
yeah, for sure.
I think it would have been. I thought it would have been a little bit about a character for Jaime to like
torture
brutally torture an old lady. I could see him doing it like someone else, but like an old lady who's already been dead within like a decade.
Yeah.
I could have seen it though, like if Cersei tricked Jaime and then like she started foaming at the mouth and he was like, "What the fuck, Cersei?" Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
yeah,
to
yeah.
watch that shit.
Definitely was what I was thinking. I was just thinking for sure it was going to be crazy, but they didn't show
Yeah.
it at all, which I also thought was tasteful because I don't want to see that lady fucking die of poison.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys want to see that?
No.
Right?
I want
So-
to see I want to see Jamie stab her when he like told her the truth. I was like, stab her.
No, I think it was better that he didn't. I think he was like, he's just over that shit, dude. And like I said, I think he honestly knows deep down in his heart that his kid was a fucking monster in a little bit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he didn't know that. Everybody knew that.
Especially
Everybody
like,
talks
after
about
he shot up that whore.
it. Fucking yeah,
still-
dude, it was crazy.
Still love the boy, nonetheless. Like,
Yeah, you still love the
that's
boy,
still
but
a
it's
cut
also
deep.
like, yeah, but
how
you
could you
understand. But you understand why
It
she
did-
would do that because of her
I
daughter.
don't even really know if you can say that he loved him that much, because I mean, you gotta think the first time that, like, when he walked into the sept and saw his son's dead body, he raped his sister.
But he wanted another one, dude. And another one. Just DJ Khaled
because-
that shit.
Dude, that is
Yeah,
some like
because-
that was some straight up grizzly bear ass activity he was
Yeah.
doing there, dude.
And also, like, whenever Cersei walked in there, after she killed the Sand Queen, and like she started fucking him, and he was like, no. It was like, nah, Jamie, you raped her right in front of your dead kid. Like, you can't start throwing around consent now.
That's so true, dude. That's one of those things you forget about.
Yeah.
Like, man, that was weird.
Kind of like
yeah,
how
how much-
Sean Ben beat the shit out of Madonna. Everyone forgets about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Or Sean
forget
Penn,
about-
not Bean.
Sean Bean. Hey, man, Sean Bean,
not-
leave him
not
alone.
Bean, Sean
leave him
Penn.
alone. We love Ned.
All right,
Yeah,
Spoilers
she went
of
out-
War, episode 4.
All right, come on. All right,
Yeah,
sorry. This is
Episode
the one
4.
that we're gonna spend the most time on. That's why he's
Returns.
rushing it. He knows. All right, so all right, at the beginning, what do we get? Did it start off with Arya?
The synopsis does.
no.
Oh no, it was the Bran thing. Bran pwns Littlefinger, and it was hilarious. You see
Yeah.
Littlefinger's like dick shrivel up real quick. He was like,
What did he
what?
say?
He said
He said
chaos is
Ca-
a ladder, which is the
Which is
same
what-
shit Baelish said to
Yeah.
Varys. back
No,
in the day?
Varys said to Baelish,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe.
No, I think it was Baelish. He was saying that
was it Baelish?
chaos isn't a pit. Varys was saying it was a pit, and he said no, chaos isn't a pit. It's a ladder.
Yeah, okay, word.
And so
I
yeah, he
knew it
just
was a
repeated some
callback,
shit
but I
that
wasn't
he's
sure who said it.
yeah he just he repeated some shit that Littlefinger had said in the past.
Yeah.
And Littlefinger was like, what? It's so funny, dude. Every time I see a scene with Bran now, like I'm legitimately excited for the comedic humor that is
Yeah,
about to
me
follow, because he's about to do some real douchey ass shit, dude. Like he just does not.
With his
Like,
dead eyes.
It's like, dude,
Yeah, or-
how do you not know, like, to be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is gonna be weird, instead of just being like, so that night you were raped, you were so beautiful, or like whatever. You're like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I think Marine, I think her name is, right? The chick he was traveling with out in the wild. I think she pretty much just
Yeah.
got it right. It's like Bran that
Oh
we
my
knew
God.
was dead.
Yeah. Yeah, and he had to just be like, yeah, dog, for real.
And he also said something that really put it more together for me. It's like he remembers being everybody, like
Yeah.
everyone throughout history almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he probably legitimately has he's like, yeah, I vaguely remember being that Bran Stark kid for a couple of years, but I was also this dude for like 30 years, and then I was this
Yeah.
bitch for like 20 years, and
That's
then
crazy to think about, dude. That he's just like
Yeah.
fucking. He's just like a not even the same mind in there. That's that thing like with the brain and the mind, Sterling. Like there's a different program running now on that hardware, dude. Like they just switched up the program, and now he's
Dude,
fucking. Going
You
for
said
it.
body in the mind, but then you said brain in the mind, and then you went with it.
I said brain and mind. If you go back and listen, I said brain and mind.
I heard body in mind the second time.
Nope.
Anyways,
I
yeah,
heard it
I
again
think that really put into perspective like how petty like everyone's problems are if you consider everyone's. Is like in regards to how you feel about me, it's just so petty if you consider everything.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. He's like, dude, I've literally seen all the most horrible shit, and I've experienced all the most horrible. Y'all, like, he's just like, yeah, whatever, dude. So it is just, maybe he is just like fucking with people. It's just like, what else? Like, why even try to fucking? I don't give a fuck about you.
also might be like that's the thing he said to Sansa, just because he's like, oh, that's honestly the most important thing I remember about you. All the other shit's kind of I fell to the wayside. I remember you got raped though.
I don't know. Well, he didn't bring up the rape. I think he just said, or did he say, "I'm sorry, what happened to you" or something?
It was
Yeah, he
implied.
said, I'm sorry what happened to. Yeah, he was definitely apologizing. That she got raped.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but I mean, you got
Nah, dude. There's really just anything else would be better. Just anything. Just literally anything.
What else has happened to her over the years, though?
Anything.
Has she been doing anything but getting physically and mentally abused?
Yeah, but I mean, he brought up the worst one. It's just like, let me just go to the worst possible thing I could ever bring up and just do that. It was strange. That's all I'm saying. They didn't really explain why, and he hasn't brought up anybody else's worst moment in life. So it was just like, well, geez, dude, just her. Yeah. All right. Just she gets the horrible rape version. Oh yeah. All right.
Whenever I think the next scene was Arya riding into Winterfell, right?
Yeah. The guard scene, I guess, was a throwback scene. I didn't know that, but I was like, this is lame. Get these fucking stupid guards. This is like a stupid scene in a video game, a poorly written first level of a video game, like first interaction with guards.
That's like every interaction you have with guards, though, it seems, in Game of Thrones. Like, if you're a lowly piece of shit and you try and go talk to the guards, they're gonna treat you like shit.
Yeah.
Like that's been.
But it's a little girl in the snow. It's just a young girl in the snow in the middle of nowhere alone, and there's fucking miles probably for the next place, and it's just like you can't even like give her a second to see. You're just like, nah, bitch, go out and die in the snow. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't feel like walking 20 fucking feet. Like, what, dude? You're that fucking lazy? Like, I just couldn't imagine anybody being that much of a prick, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? You guys are assholes in the north. You don't give a fuck. It's a fucking kid, dude. So yeah, I was a little like, I was just taken aback by that. Like, damn, man, these guys are fucking savage, dude. They don't give a fuck.
So after the scene episode, when they're talking about the
what's up? Oh, good.
I was talking about the sparring.
Good.
I was gonna say real quick, just before, like, when she was riding into Winterfell, and like it showed like the camera pan behind her. I thought it was Benjen and Stark at first, and I was like, "Why the fuck are they about to show this dude? What the hell is he?"
Was he behind her? Or was it like showing? Showing her from behind.
Yeah, like she still had like her long. She's got that longer hair now.
He's out there again right now, isn't he?
He's like out fucking up beyond the wall, but I don't really know. Like, other than when he departed from Bran, I don't think it's shown him.
They better do something with that guy again. He was dope.
Yeah.
He had that swing thing. He was like the headless horseman.
Yeah. That spar with Brienne, though, sir, that was a badass spar. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah,
no, the way they did it was good. And, you know, there was a lot of times, dude, where I just wish people wouldn't bring up the fact that it was women doing some power thing, some male activity, because it literally takes away from the fact that I was watching it as just a person before, and now you fucking bring this goddamn gender-based fucking bullshit of, oh, look at this. I love this scene so much because it's two women in a position of power. And it's like, well, thanks for making me look at it like that now. Now it's two fucking women or whatever it is. And it was just like, man, I just really enjoyed, like, there was time, like, any time with the battle, when they were, like, planning out the battles and shit in Dragonstone, I just never second-guessed it for a moment. That, of course, women could be in power. I don't know. It just never fucking was a thing to me, dude. People make it a thing now. Like, I don't know, man. It kind of pissed me off. I was reading the Reddit, and people were going off about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was, like, totally believable to me. Like, I didn't think for a second. I think Brienne is, like, bad as fuck, dude. Like, I could see why Tormund. I thought about that the other episode. I was like, I could see why Tormund would want to fuck, like, really bad.
Yeah.
Because he really likes, like, you know, like, battle and shit and just, like, gnarly chicks. And that's just, like, the gnarliest, biggest, baddest chick. I wonder if he's just like, I could tame that beast. Like, I could just see him in his head, like, that shit he's thinking. You're like, fucking, I get this guy. But,
dude,
yeah.
Plus, can you imagine the super soldier that would be formed from the spawn of Tormund and Brienne?
The super soldier would come out, dude, for real, dude. There would be a prophecy fucking written about that motherfucker.
He would, like, crawl out of the womb, like, army style. Just, like, scan in the air.
He's prone, crawls out in the prone position.
Like Littlefinger? He just wanted to run, like, a little whorehouse or something.
He just has
he just rejects everything.
He's pimp. Medieval pimp. Yeah, dude, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that, and it was also like, okay, we're gonna get to see her fuck some shit up.
Yeah,
and also,
like,
man, go ahead.
I would honestly like, we were talking earlier about like how it seemed like. Let me rephrase this. I would have been more pissed if Arya got her just shit kicked in by Brienne.
Yeah, you'd be like, all right, come on now.
Yeah, because like, all right, because that would have just made the seasons upon seasons we watch
Yeah.
of Arya just getting her shit kicked in
Yeah.
pointless. Like, if she
Yeah.
doesn't come back being a badass at this point, it's just like,
Yeah.
what was the point of those seasons?
Yeah, if
of
that
not
waif
doing
wasn't
shit?
literally the sickest fighter ever training her, then, like, dude, this is fucking retarded, dude. Like, yeah, what the hell is going on? Like, are if these people aren't the best, then what is this? They're the best assassins of Westeros. Come on. So yeah, it was nice to actually be able to see it in action, and it was pretty well done.
Yeah.
I like that.
When she got disarmed, and then like how she used her dagger, she like blocked and then threw it to the other hand and caught it and then had it at her throat. That was just sick as fuck.
Yeah. Definitely, it was dope. Very cool shit there. I like how they had fucking Littlefinger up there watching it. They just keep showing his face. Every time they show him now, he's just like a little bit more like, oh, fuck, man. He's like, I should get the fuck out of here, dude. He's like, I feel like it's really going through his head now. Legitimately at this point. Like, man, maybe I really should just get the fuck out of here, dude. This seems like a bad place to be. He's just like fucking forcing himself. Every time you see him, he's just like, dude, what are you even doing there right now, man? Get out of here. Like, everybody's got to be thinking, just go away, dog. God damn. He's just, you behind me again, dude? Ugh.
What's going on in the Vale, man? Go.
Yeah, dude, don't you got a fucking realm you got to run, dude? Get out of here, man. Beat it. This is fucking creeping me out. Creeping us all out, bro.
Oh, and I definitely think Arya is also going to kill a White Walker this season.
They gave her the steel.
Yeah, I gave her that steel, son.
Yeah,
he knew she was gonna do something badass with it. That's why he gave it to her.
Just what's the logistics on Daenerys attacking that big ass army, right? So she's up at Dragonstone, top right. They're coming from Highgarden. We said fuck it.
Dragonstone's bottom right.
No, Dragonstone's top right.
Top right's in the north.
Yeah, and that's where Dragonstone
not
is.
North. No, it's not, dude. Look up a map. You're crazy.
I'm on it. I'm looking at it, bro.
No, but they said
north of King's Landing, on the east side.
It's not in the north, though, right?
No, not quite.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
But
yeah, not at all. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just saying it's not fucking.
But it's north of King's Landing, and Highgarden is south of King's Landing, and they're heading back from Highgarden to King's Landing, and they come up from behind them. How does that work?
What you need to be, if we're going to be discussing geography issues, what you need to be discussing is how the guards in episode 4 said Jon Snow was 1,000 miles away, and he got there in an episode.
Well, there was 1,000 days between those two episodes.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. 1,000 days. Well, the only thing I would say about that.
Stop.
The only thing I could say about that, Sters, is you know how like a road works, I guess. It winds different directions.
Road works,
so sometimes,
motherfucker.
Hey, bitch, you know how a road works, dumb motherfucker.
I've seen some roads in my day.
That's funny. No, but I'm saying like if sometimes roads just go back and they'll cut back a little bit, sometimes in the opposite direction, and they're going all different directions. So maybe they were just on a certain direction of the road, and therefore whenever they came in from, seemed like they're back.
Looking at the map, man, that's not. You have to have a windy ass road. They went north of King's Landing and then cut back down.
What's that?
Only way.
North and cut back down.
Are you talking about Dany's army or?
Yeah. How did all those Dothraki horse riders get behind them coming from Highgarden?
Well, they're on horses too.
Yeah, they're on horse. They can navigate the land pretty well. I mean,
if I was playing Total War, that's what you do with horses. You run behind the army, and then attack them from behind with your cavalry. So I would imagine that they just fucking, they would somehow have to know. Which I don't know how they would do that. Perhaps, maybe if we were thinking theoretically, Dany like flew up high as fuck on the dragon and like scoped out their army from far away or something, or
plus they had
a note out of his asshole.
If Tyrion would know like what would be the best way to come from Highgarden, if like if you just took Highgarden, you're going back to if you're going back to King's Landing, he would know the best route.
I kind of feel like that. Like every time I feel like it's like OP, like how do they know this shit? I'm like, oh wait, Tyrion is there and he would know all this shit like really fucking well. So it is kind of like having a cheat code in your team. Like he's like fucking telling you all the easiest and best ways to do all this shit or where they would go and he knows his brother better than anybody too.
Yeah, I'm off it. I get it. I'm just having. I mean,
no. I feel you. No, I feel you. I feel you. But there was like, dude.
Those suspension of disbelief things you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
have.
It's not too bad though. It's not too bad. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's totally plausible still that they could
So-
somehow route behind.
Am I the only one who's glad that Jon and Daenerys didn't fuck in the cave? Because I'm definitely like, please don't.
Dude, yeah, I was
Please
like,
don't.
this is the worst.
It's gonna be so
Please don't do
cheap if you do it. Don't do it.
it. So cheap. They don't want to bang each other, and if they did, that's crazy. And dude, and the drawings were dumb, right? Please, the drawings were
Oh
dumb.
my god, the Johns were. I was laughing so. I was like, what is going
Dude,
on here?
Dude, he's like, no, wait, look, step down 2 steps further, and there's more drawings. And then he's like, no, look, and they both teamed up, to fight these guys over here. There was like no implication that there was any fighting going on. It was just a separate picture of some other looking dudes in the corner. Like they weren't fighting the men in the
And
images.
their eyes were still blue. Thousands
Dude,
of years later.
it didn't make any sense.
It didn't. It, was
It literally,
stupid.
he didn't prove that meant that they fought the White Walkers with any of that. Like even the images didn't prove that. They were just pictures of different dudes. It was like if you took a picture of monkeys, fucking pigs, and fucking cows, and you're like, the monkeys killed the cows, and then these pigs, man, they fucking killed these. They killed these fucking horses over here. They're like, yeah, dude, I guess they did. It just looks like a bunch of different pictures of different animals. They're not doing anything. They're just standing there. It's very strange. And that was a horrible analogy, which I'll accept. But yeah, dude. All right, so
Jaime and Bronn should both be dead.
no. So wait, let's start from the beginning of the battle, dude. The hair was raising up on my shoulder. I was so amped up when I heard the rumbling because I knew what was coming. I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And then you hear the, you hear the fucking, dude. First thing I thought, bro, because I've been listening to this History on Fire podcast with Daniele Bolelli, and he's talking. He does a lot of shit about Native Americans. He's really into it, even though he's Italian. But he's talking about just fucking. Those war cries are real, dude. Just you can imagine, like there was really some fucking white colonial guy with like a pistol, like a little pistol cavalier fucking group of dudes like on their horses, and then literally coming over the mountainside was a bunch of dudes with like painted up faces like they're fucking skeletons, fucking screaming like ah, like that crazy fucking shit like that, dude. And they're just coming down with fucking tomahawks and bows and arrows, and they would still manage to like win a lot of battles over these like these.
Yeah.
Colonial dudes with far superior technology and fucking means of winning a battle and steel and shit. And they'd still win just from sheer terror, dude. So, like, you can imagine how those motherfuckers must have felt. Like, oh, my God, this is going down, dude. Like, this is fucking – we thought we were going home and the gold was fucking safe and everything. Well, the gold is safe, but we thought we were all safe. We're about to just get back and fucking chill. And nah, dude, the fucking ground is rumbling right now with enemy fucking forces coming. Yeah, you see that shit coming over the fucking horizon. You're like, oh, fuck. I couldn't believe it. And they didn't show the dragon until just after that, right?
Yeah, they showed
like,
the
yeah.
army first.
Yeah, they showed the army first. What Jaime did was straight up. That was legit. Get the spears out, swords, shields, and spears. Yeah. He said specifically because you're getting charged by fucking cavalry.
Yeah,
spears is the way.
Shield wall.
Yeah, shield ball and spears though, not swords. You know, fucking you gotta have that shit standing out to impale those horses. But yeah, dude, he fucking stood there like a champ, dude. He fucking commanded that battle, dude. I was like, oh, fuck, dude, this guy's legit. Mad respect for Jaime as far as being a commander.
Yeah, but they didn't kill him, so it didn't matter. They should have killed him.
Yeah, but I didn't want him to die either.
I did.
Really?
It's all about him and Bronn dying. Yeah, man.
Why were you about Bronn dying,
characters
dude?
Die. I just need to see some main characters dying.
Yeah, but they're just not done yet. Like I need Jaime. I need Jaime to redeem himself first, dude. Like he needs to do something. He can't just die like that, dude. He can't just die being a gray area character. Like he's there's something huge in store for him, dude. He's a really strong person.
You haven't been paying attention.
No, dude. I'm not saying it ends happy, and that's why I'm saying he's a fucked up person. But I'm saying he has something else to do. It's just it's not over yet. It would feel weird if he just died that episode. I feel like it's unfinished business.
I could have seen Bronn dying that episode. I'm glad
Bronn should have died too.
I thought Bronn was gonna die. Like I said, I was never more happy that he didn't. I was like, dude, Bronn's literally the greatest. I just want to see him crack jokes now, and he's like, he legitimately proved himself as a bad motherfucker, man. He was doing all the right shit at the right times, man. Like running when he had to, fucking getting a little squeech in here now and then when he fucking could, dude, just trying to fucking get away. And yeah, dude, when he busted out that scorpion, dude, I was literally like, oh shit. I was on. Me and Mike were watching it together. We watched the leaked, and I was just like fucking literally going like, oh shit, dude, he's not. This motherfucker's going out like a G. Like I thought he was going out like a G. Like I was gonna watch Bronn shoot the thing and get flamed or something. Like I thought he was gonna die for sure, and he didn't die. I was like, I'm fucking cool with it, dude. I'd rather see the goddamn dragon die than Braun, dude.
No, I didn't want the dragon to die.
I would rather see the dragon die than Braun at that moment, because I was just like, man, that's human fucking courage, dude. This is that's the most badass shit anybody's done in the show, dude, straight up, is to be the guy that looks at a fucking mythical creature and just says, fuck this, all this shit around here, I'm just going to try and kill this motherfucker, dude. Like, that's some Braun shit, dude. Fuck it, I'll try and kill it. I can just see him thinking in his head, like, man, fuck all this shit, I'm going for it. And that's just, like, that's the most badass shit to me.
And it's kind of like you were saying with Jamie, like, at this point, like, if any of the main characters die, it's like, well, what the fuck was all this character development for? Like,
yeah, we
Sansa
need
just gets, like, assassinated.
There's 3 episodes to go. He died.
And then another season. I'm saying,
Yeah,
but what
then
if there's,
another
like,
season.
yeah, it's also a huge Army of the Dead coming, dude. Like, that Army of the Dead gets stronger every battle it fights.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a gigantic battle. It's got to be something that, like, everybody's going to have to get in on. So I feel like there's going to be a bunch of champions. And people keep talking about the gods choosing champions. And I'm really into this right now, that, like, each god is chosen a certain champion, dude. And that, like, I think that, you know, Jon Snow's chosen by a certain, Arya's chosen by their god or whatever. Fucking all these different people are chosen as, like, champions to come forth. And the drown god, the storm god is Euron. The drown god is Theon or whatever. Fucking all these different things coming together, and fucking those will all. There's gonna be like a bunch of people that end up fighting the White Walkers in the end, and not just a couple, not just like Dany and Jon combined. It's gonna be maybe not Cersei, but Jaime's gonna have to like kill her, I think, and take her place. I feel like that's the only route he can go, right? He has to take care of him and his sister have to die together, or he has to kill her. That's the only way that I can see him dying, or this show, or the whole fucking thing's gay. Or fuck the whole show, dude. That'd be fucking stupid, dude. Like, they're so integrated as characters. Like, he's got to be the one to either stop her or to go out with her.
I don't know. When a show starts protecting someone too much for me, I grow disinterested.
Really?
And they protected Bronn way too much. They protected Jaime way too much in that episode. They would protect it.
I feel where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from. Like I said, I don't agree, but I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, Dickon didn't even die, dude. Which is
Dickon?
weird. Yeah, Dickon saved, what's his name, Jaime's ass one time.
Yeah, whenever he's fighting that
That guy's name is
Dothraki.
Dickon?
Dude, how fucking hilarious was that dude's plate armor?
Dude,
plate armor
looked like an Imperial soldier from Oblivion.
Dude, it straight up looked like a fucking kid wearing his dad's plate armor. It was so big. It was like so buffed out. I was just like, oh my god, dude, it's ridiculous. Like, I get the reason, but it just looked like he was wearing a fucking kettle. Like a kettle with the head cut out, man. Like, what is this shit, dude?
Do you think Grey Worm will kill Dickon just because of the name?
That's what I was thinking. Something like that would be funny. Like, they're going to do something like that, and it's going to be corny. They're going to do it corny. They're not going to do it well. I guarantee it. They're not going to do it well. They've already played the joke out, and now they're not going to do it well. I guarantee it.
Dick on, dick off?
I really think they're going to squinch it because it's not George R. R. Martin writing that shit anymore, and I feel like they might squinch it. But I could be wrong.
I'm about to squinch this. I got to head out.
All right, it's all good. It's all good. Me and Justin will talk a little bit here. Fucking
all right, later, everyone.
All right, Sters. We love you, buddy.
All right, bud.
Catch you next time, homie. So anyways, yeah, dude, the Jaime in general, dude, that battle, I was just like really stoked with it. And the way they gave him the charge at the end, I was like, dude, even if he does go out like this is some champ shit, because it really was like, dude, that was the ultimate good person move too, as well, which is why I was okay with him not dying, because he basically gave his life to not
to
end that war, dude. He gave that life to he gave his life to end that war.
Yeah, I saw I saw some of the shit on Reddit. People were talking about, like, he was probably definitely kind of flashbacks, you know, the Mad King, you know, serving under him, seeing all that fucking fire being everywhere, and then seeing her just standing all in the middle of it,
fucking looking around and shit. Like, dude, could you imagine if you're the commander during that?
Yeah, like, what the fuck do you do?
Dude, what, dude? Like, everything's on fire, man. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to even stand your ground is pretty fucking crazy, man.
And I really think that, like, it really showed, like, this episode really showed that because I remember saying it early on when that shit first happened. I didn't hate the ballista as much as everyone did when that shit first came out. I think this episode really showed how effective it really is, and like how, like, what, like, aside from straight up magic, I don't know like what else you can expect someone to come up with to fucking take down a dragon than
Yeah.
a ballista.
Yeah, it's just people being like, fucking, what do you think? It's like every dragon's gonna be
Yeah.
the same. Oh, their scales are hardened to a certain. It's a fucking nerd gay shit, dude. Like, you don't
Yeah.
understand the fucking concept of this. It's like it's literally, it's not balanced at all in any way. It's just like it's dumb unless you can damage them.
Yeah, plus
And
I mean
plus,
he got
he's
it,
kinda
and
young.
like you know,
He's young too.
yeah, he's like it can only be like what 5 years old at the most.
Can't be that old, dude. They,
Yeah,
I'm sure
even
they live
then,
for
like-
hundreds of fucking years or something, right?
Yeah, and plus like you know he hit him in like a spot that would make sense because it showed he doesn't have a soft underbelly. He has scales on his stomach because whenever he turned to deflect that initial arrows, but like right essentially on the shoulder, he doesn't have scales, and that makes sense for it to be soft right there.
Well, that and just, man, I mean, you get why a little fucking arrow wouldn't do anything as opposed to a gigantic fucking 9-foot bolt.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, that's a gigantic, that's like literally a hammer and a fucking car. Like, what?
Yeah.
So it's a big difference in impact, dude. It's like
it
throwing
was
a pencil
great.
at somebody or shooting a bullet.
It
Yeah,
was
I mean,
great whenever he impaled that the Dothraki motherfucker with it.
that was great, too,
he-
yeah. I was so on board with it. I was so glad they gave him that fucking action scene where he was like fucking having to run through and fucking just, dude, whenever they do those scenes,
Yeah.
that's so hard to do.
Yeah.
And he, like, his acting, he pulled it off really well, dude. Like, I was watching his face the whole time, dude. I was like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
dude, this guy's acting the goddamn shit out of this scene.
Tyrion,
right now, dude. He's killing it.
Speaking of that, acting that shit out, Tyrion did a really good job being up there. And like,
watching
just
it.
kind of like having to watch all that go down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
dude,
always does super good at that.
I also like just, I mean, Jamie's supposed to be a fucking badass. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
supposed to be fucking like he was best in the world at a point. So
Yeah.
I also was just like, yeah, I mean, we got to see him fucking do his thing, and he just should be a fucking badass. I just wonder what's gonna happen with him. I feel like he's got to go somewhere, and he just keeps doing all these things that are like they keep showing him as a good person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like
And,
you're not
it's-
showing this for nothing.
Someone on the Reddit also said that him, at that camera pan, and he's being like dragged down to the bottom of that lake by that armor. That armor is the one that Cersei gave him. So metaphorically, Cersei's dragging him down to his death.
Oh
Kinda
shit,
deal.
that's pretty cool. That'd be.
And
yeah,
he's
that's a
and
good
he's gonna
metaphor.
have to ditch that armor to survive. So
Yeah.
um,
Let me see what the fuck I was about to say. God damn it, dude! The way they shot that scene of him charging on the horse was fucking tight.
Yeah,
Like, it kept
it was
showing
like
from
that
far away and
that
shit.
panned away far shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. I was definitely like, oh no, don't do that too. That was my same thoughts. I was like, no, what are you doing, man? You're fucking retarded, dude. But it's like if you had any type of military mind, like I bet if we were like soldiers or something, we would have understood exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
But like from like a civilian perspective, you're just like, why the fuck would you ever do that? You're gonna kill yourself, man.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, that doesn't matter, dude. Like if she's dead, then all this stops, and the dragons fucking
Yeah.
then they got to deal with fucking dragons with no leader. What happens then? There's crazy dragons running around, flying around, wreaking havoc and shit. Maybe they'll eat all the Dothraki first. Which those were dope, dude. The Dothraki fucking cavalry.
Yeah, dude, it was dope as
Dude,
fuck.
do you remember the scene that they had, or just it was the one shot where it was like you were on the back of one of the horses, and you were like fucking in the goddamn crowd of horses. They had like 100 horses they had for the episode, and they had this one shot where it's like I guess
Wait,
a dude
this
with a
episode
GoPro.
or-
The battle during the battle, the Dothraki were
Yeah.
charging in, and it looked like somebody had a
yeah,
GoPro
okay.
on their head basically while they were
Yeah.
riding one of the horses, dude. It was like, oh fuck, dude, just the fucking the scope that shot gave. It was like, oh my god, dude, they really had a bunch of fucking horses out there doing that shit.
And it was cool as shit seeing the Dothraki hop up on the horses and shoot the arrows at motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, dude, that was sick, right? The Mongolian tactics
Yeah.
and shit. They really
Yeah.
fleshed them out as straight up Mongolian ass fucking.
Yeah, they just went
horseback
straight
fighters.
Mongol.
Yeah. Chop the leg on what's his name's ass? On
Yeah,
Bron's ass?
on yeah. I was
Saw that.
I
coming.
was thinking Braun was gonna go for the horse.
I did too.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
think
I thought.
I think he got outclassed. He was like, oh, fuck,
Yeah, he
dude,
did.
These guys.
He got
He's
he
like,
got
he knew the deal.
He got out dirtied.
Yeah, he knew the deal. Well, it was just like, yeah, man, you're fucking. Yeah, these guys are the masters on horseback, dude. Not you. It's not.
Yeah.
That first one he took out with the throw, I like that. How he threw the sword ahead
Yeah.
instead of like waiting to attack. A way better idea. Dude, just all that, man. Just for any second of like time, you're just putting yourself in that fucking in that position and just being like, man, holy shit! If you were fucking getting charged by some dude and he was swinging a sword, you were swinging a sword like rock paper scissors. Rock paper scissors, bro. Hope you picked the right one. Hope you picked the right place to slash your sword. Like what, dude? That's fucking crazy to me, man. Melee combat, bro. I'm good. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
And I saw some shit about like how people were bitching at Danny for burning the supplies, like the caravan lines and shit like that. But it's not like she knows that, you know, it's just loaded with food that they can take. If you're on the back of a fucking dragon and you're looking for shit to burn, a caravan line's gonna be like top priority.
If you're on the back of that dragon, you couldn't see dick. Fuck out of here. You can't see around that motherfucker's neck, dude. That looked. She was just on the back of that shit. It was doing everything. He was just burning whatever the fuck he wanted, I feel like. She was just saying that and imagining that it was doing something. That dragon was just like, nah, I'm burning all this shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. This is happening. This is all I've wanted to do. They had, dude, I was really laughing at how many motherfucking people did they light on fire, dude.
Yeah.
Like so many dudes were on fire. I was like, just
he went to a skeleton so quick. Like,
yeah,
he was
man.
just roasted to ash.
That was crazy.
And that one dude, he was like walking on fire, and they just got slammed by the horse.
yeah. Jesus Christ, man. It was a crazy fucking. It must have just been insane. A lot of stunt doubles. I wonder how many people got burned. Had to be so many burns. Because, you know, they get a little bit of burnt doing shit like that.
I would assume it was all CGI.
Nah, dude. Motherfuckers get lit on fire all the time. That's a main thing. That was definitely people on fire. I thought. I mean, the head melting and shit was definitely CGI. Yeah. But just all the dudes, like a mob of dudes, get lit on fire. When you're seeing that was just a bunch of dudes on fire. I'm almost sure of that, man.
That's brutal as fuck if that's the case.
Dude, they stunt guys do that shit all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you are right.
They just probably hired a fuckload of stunt guys and were like, "Look, yeah, all y'all get on fire at the same time now, dude." And they just, because I mean, the dudes, it was too realistic, dude. There's no fucking way that was CGI. If it wasn't, CGI is off the goddamn charts nowadays, dude. That's crazy.
Let's see what else happened. What are you fucking hoping happens next episode? What are you looking for?
Well, I definitely want to know what the fuck happened to my boy Jamie now. I'm like a big fan now, dude. I'm like a big fucking I just want him to fucking come to terms with what's going on. And I think he's gonna be a prisoner with Tyrion, so I think that's what I want to see. Is those two.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a good reunion.
Yep. And I just want to see like dude, Bronn
dude, he gets whatever he wants. Bronn.
Yeah, he loves Bronn. Those are best boys. So like, I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah. That's gonna be. She's gonna want to kill him though for shooting that fucking dragon. That's gonna be interesting. He's probably gonna get eaten by a dragon. How hilarious would that be? They just did him real dirty. If they did him dirty like that, if they did him dirty next episode and they didn't kill him while he was shooting that fucking bolt like a goddamn man, that's fucking. That'll piss me off.
It would be straight up even more Mongolian tactics if she did recruit him, because that was Genghis Khan's big thing. Was that like if he like saw an enemy combatant that was like really good, he'd recruit him. Like he had this one general who shot his horse, knocked him off of it, and he went and fucking found him and recruited him, and he became one of like his top generals.
Damn. Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I could see her like initially saying like, "Yo, I'm gonna burn this motherfucker," and then Tyrion stepping in saying some shit like that. Yep. Come on, wouldn't you want a dude who can injure one of your dragons on your side?
Yeah, and it's not like he's fucking super loyal. He's just fucking, he's a paycheck kind of guy anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of convincing to do, and he's kind of in bad. She's kind of pissed at him, isn't she? For squinching the whole everything.
Yeah.
And Varys.
She definitely seemed it.
Dude, she seems like a little uptight, man. Like, maybe Jon Snow did need to do that. Maybe that would have been the
Maybe.
best thing for the
Her
North
her
right
little
now, dude.
her fuck toy is across the country, across the ocean.
That Dario dude?
Yeah, the Dario.
Yeah.
Dario,
Dick,
Dario.
Dick Dario, dude.
Ugh.
I can't believe they just objectified him like that. They gave him some ridiculously cheesed out battle scenes too. He was the guy you love to hate. It's Dario, dude you love to hate.
Mr. Steal Your Bitch.
Mr. Steal Girl. I'm curious to see what Theon's gonna do, man. I want like what's happening with this guy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I just need to see a goddamn Jon Snow fight scene. That's all.
You just want to see a good Jon Snow fight. You just want to see him with some ass again. I mean, dude, it's nothing's gonna top nothing. I feel like nothing's gonna top the charge though. On Bolton.
I mean
that was that was one of the hardest things you've ever seen because it's like, man, that shit was plausible. Somebody could do that. You just have to be literally in flow state without a doubt, and you could do that. Like for real. Like if you weren't thinking about it, and you were just like, fuck it. He was just probably gone at that point, dude. He's like, fuck it, and blocked all those shots coming in, dude, and just beat the fucking shit out of him. It was fucking great. That was one of the most dopest moments of that show, dude.
Yeah, it was just cool as shit because like, I love how like the whole time like it's like showing everyone else's reactions to like him like blocking every arrow shot and just slowly walking. Everyone's just like, dude, is this happening? Is this going down?
Is this for real right now? Yeah, you could totally time that though.
And like what I really dude, like probably as good as that was, probably my favorite kill that he had though was when that horse guy was charging at him and he just spun around and just knocked him right the fuck off of it. Just like slashed him right across the chest.
Yep. Yeah, dude, he's a gnarly motherfucker on the battlefield.
And I watched I went back and watched the one where he fights the White Walker. That he straight I forgot that he straight up punched him in the face.
He punched White Walker in the face. That's hilarious. Like, I don't know what else to do. White Walker's like, really, man? What if you just had to punch him and they just broke and he's like, oh, what?
Everybody, hand to hand.
Everybody's just duking it out with these things. They're like, God damn it. That'd be hilarious.
Dude, we better. I hope I don't lose. I'm afraid Tormund gonna bite the dust this season because he got sent off to East March, and I think next season's
that's the first place they hit.
Yeah, and I think that's where White season's gonna end. Last episode, White Walker storm East March, take it.
Yeah, definitely something like that. He's definitely not making it.
Yeah, he's too badass.
There's no reason for him anymore.
Yeah.
Either. Nobody really I almost fucking forgot about him, dude. They doing it right because I've almost forgot about him. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Tormund's dead now," but they did that to you on purpose. They're easing it up for you, but it's coming. You're definitely right about that. But then again, they saved fucking Bronn. Who knows what'll happen now? Maybe they're trying to set you up for that. Maybe
at this point, they're not having to follow George R.R. Martin's like sadistic killing spree. So, they might just try and keep all the characters alive, for character ratings. Maybe just keep all the fan base happy.
Yeah, maybe Sterling's got a, what do you call it? Not Stockholm Syndrome, but like he likes the torture now.
Yeah.
Of being tormented with watching the ones he loves die.
Masochist? I never pronounce it
Masochist.
Right. Masochist.
Is kind of, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. That's it's fucking crazy. All right, I'm gonna stop this stream now. That was enough nerding out here. We just fucking sounded like a couple little fucking girls. BaseScriptures.com. Game of Thrones is a show. Go watch that on HBO. Holla holla, yo.